What's good? It's your boy OG Ella, Hooligan Life, and I'm here with 106.5 Beat. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just want the rings like a ring. I just want the bling like a ring. Pulling up a foe and a drink. Rolling up the gas in the game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want the rings like a ring. I just want the bling like a ring. Pulling up a foe and a drink. Rolling up the gas in the game. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's AJ, and I have a very special guest here with me, none other than.
OG Ella, what's good?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing good right now. Just chilling.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. We're glad to have you with us. We see you've been doing some pretty big things lately.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. But before we get into everything, let's just give everyone a little bit of background about you for those who don't know you, since, you are becoming a superstar in the city. So everyone knows, well, we really don't know, but you were a former VCU student, is that right?
Yeah. After high school, I graduated and I went to VCU for a soccer scholarship, and
Pretty cool.
I was there for a few years.
Awesome. What was your major?
Human services.
Wow.
Yeah.
From human services to rapping. That's a hell of a that's a hell of a transformation.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it ties in together because I grew up in foster care, so it was my way of like trying to get back and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you are originally from RVA?
Yes, born and raised, born in the East, raised in the West, in Henrico County. What's good?
True. So you just mentioned that you were a part of foster care, and I'm pretty sure that's something that I couldn't find about you when I was, researching you. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing.
Well, I lived with my mother, single mother, you know what I'm saying, until I was 10. And then when I was 10, I got taken away from her by the state, and I was put in foster care, me and my sisters. So, yeah, it was a little difficult. I bounced around from foster home, group home, detention for a little while. So, just trying to find my way along that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what would you say influenced your rap career? Was it music, your family, your friends?
Just life in general, there's no one thing that just influenced it. I've always written. That's one thing that I've always been passionate about is reading and writing. So it all started with a love of poetry, with a love of writing. So when I lost my scholarship because I got sick, I had a big void in my life. Like I had a huge void. That's all I did was play soccer for good 10 years. And when I lost that, I had to find something else to fill that time, to fill that gap in my life. And, I've always been the guy that rapped on the bus, you know what I'm saying? The team would always give me the freestyle and, we would, have fun on the bus and stuff. And then, that poetry kind of like translated into rap and then, it kind of grew from there.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So how did you get the name OG Illa?
Well, my real name is Will. And growing up, everybody always called me Ill Will. That was like my nickname. I even had it on my jeans in middle school. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was cool back then. So, it started off as Ill Will, but when I got serious about rap, Nas had Ill Will in his camp, so I had to change it up and stuff like that. I started off as So Illa. That's a name my friends gave me, and as I grew musically and matured. I made my first album, Marijuana Made, and I handed it to my OG, my old head. And he listened to it. He was like, oh, no. You're not So Illa anymore. You're OG Illa. And I was like, dang, that actually sounds really good. And then, when your old head tells you you're an OG, it's like
It's stamped.
Yeah, it's an honor. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's passing the crown to you. So when he did that, I really, stuck with it, and then I just ran with it. And, I think it's a good metaphor for how my music's grown as well. So yeah.
Okay. So speaking of your music, I know that it seems like you have like a movement going on.
Yeah.
What is Hooligan Life?
Hooligan Life is it's a movement, but it's like my brand. It's like my lifestyle. Something that I've been passionate about for years. We started Broad Street Elite when we was in 11th grade.
Wow.
I got brands on me and everything. So. It's something that we've been doing for a long time, and it's just something that grew. So it's more than just music. I got family members who rep it. I got other musicians who rep it in my camp. Party promoters, hosts, DJs. So it's something that's really grew organically, and something that I really feel like people are behind. And it stands for Hooligans Live It Forever. So it's kind of like a way of life. You know what I'm saying, for us.
That's pretty dope. So you have this really viral song going out right now. You have thousands of streams, thousands of YouTube views.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about Kareem. What were your thoughts when writing the song? And I understand that you also directed the music video. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to my music, I'm very hands-on, first off. So it's like anything that you've seen, I've had a hand in directing, you know, whether it be Kareem or any of the other singles, just because, like, when I create a song, I'm seeing the whole vision, you know, from scratch, or I just don't do it. You know, if I don't see anything with it, I don't feel anything with it, I just don't do it. But it's crazy because Kareem started as just a freestyle in my kitchen. You know, I was cooking chicken. By the way, I don't eat meat no more. We vegetarian now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I was just cooking and listening to beats, and then it just kind of came. And I was working. I kept repeating it. My roommate came in. He was like, "Dang, that's hot, bro." And I was like, "Yeah, no." So from immediately, you know, I started writing. Got in the studio 2 days later, recorded the joint, and then when I presented it to my manager and the label head, they were like, "Oh yeah, this is a hit." And you know, they had a bigger vision for it than I did originally. Like, they saw, you know, what's happening now back then, so they really pushed me and kept me focused even when I was going through things. Because, you know, right now I'm dealing with a lot of things. I'm facing a court case. You know, I just got off a tour, so I got a lot of like serious things going on, and they just kept pushing me like, "Yo, this is the one, this is the one." And then, you know, eventually Mike Street, reached out to me personally and was like, "Yo, I want that on the radio." So, you know,
That's pretty tight.
yes, everything's been organic, and I think that's the best thing about it, because there's been a lot of times in my music career where I've like tried to force things, and it's like, you know, the people are gonna tell you what's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're gonna tell you what they like, and that's all it's been. It's been nothing but love.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you went on tour.
Yes.
Was it this past summer?
Yes.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah. You know, we're indie, so we set up everything ourselves. So shout out Super Soup. You know, he this is the third tour he set up for me. It was 4 or 5 Richmond artists, and we went all across the United States. You know, we hit New York, New Jersey, North Carolina, ATL. Yeah, I performed in Magnet City with the strippers. You know what I'm saying? Indiana, Baltimore, Ohio. You know, all across the the East Coast and Midwest.
It's pretty tight.
Yeah.
So aside from tour, what other upcoming events do you have going on?
You know, we got a few shows coming up. We just got back from Nova. Had a dope show out there. I'm gonna be on the Virginia Got Now tour in the winter. So it's like we got a lot of things. You know, if you want to stay in touch, keep up to date, just follow me on social media. I'm always, you know, posting stuff. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
And you already know we have to get your social media. For those of us who don't know you, you know, we all
Yeah.
know you, but for those of us who don't, go
Yeah.
ahead and run it down.
Yo, you can find me anywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever your pleasure is. Hooligan Life. That's HLGNLIFE. Hooliganlife.com. I mean, everything is Hooligan Life. So if you look it up, I'm there. Go Google it. Whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? It's always there. And, you know, you can find me Passport Republic as well. So
That's pretty awesome. OG Illa.
there we go.
It was a pleasure having you here with
I
us
appreciate
at
you
the
having
beat, and we hope to see you again pretty soon.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you so much, AJ. And I want to shout out DJ Sir, RJ, Mike Street for showing me all types of love this past few weeks. And, you know, shout out to Camp Hooligan Life, Passport Republic.